Hello to everybody on YouTube today. I was thinking the other day when I was, my husband was watching the news actually, and I was thinking, why are we even watching this? They're just lying to us anyway. I don't know about everybody here on YouTube or not, but I don't like the news media. I don't even like newspapers anymore. I feel like I'm being lied to 24/7. I wish that we had real news media for once. I wish that the news would ask real questions of the presidential candidates, because I don't feel like they're asking tough enough questions of either candidate, to be honest. I don't know about the rest of you out here on YouTube, but I don't like being lied to about the president that is currently in office and or about the nominees. I want to know, what's going on, and you can't go anywhere to find the truth about anything. Internet won't tell you because everybody's biased. You can't find somebody who's fair game at all. Nobody's going to tell you the truth. And to be quite honest, I don't believe anything I read on the internet anymore, because everything is so conglomerately owned. It's disgusting. I really can't say there's nothing I believe on the internet. There's one particular YouTube site that I'll go to and listen to, and that is the Young Turks, but the guy's quite honest about what he believes and does go after him. But that being aside, I don't watch them that often. I feel like I'm being lied to, and I want the hard questions asked of our candidates, and it's not being done. That's just it. I want our newspapers doing their job, and I don't need them writing biased crap. They need to be reporting real news instead of biased crap. That's all you see is just biased crap everywhere, towards one candidate or the other. And big conglomerately owned news media corporations just don't do it. We need to get off of that. First off, we need to finally get rid of these conglomerately owned news media outlets, because they aren't helping our situation. They're feeding us media that they want us to hear. So basically what we're hearing is stuff that's been manipulated and censored so that we only hear what they want us to hear, which I quite find disgusting. I have to take myself to the library to find out where the real news is. And that's just pretty sad. You can't even, if you go back and you look at newspapers in the 40s at the library and you compare them to today, the newspapers back then were way different than today. Way different. They gave you real news back then. Today, nothing like that. Nothing. Just biased crap. That's all it is. They're feeding you propaganda all the time, from one side or the other. And I'm tired of it. Just tired of it. And you can't go on the internet. I'm sorry, excuse me. You can't go on the internet and find anything that isn't biased either, which is, I'm finding that quite interesting as well. That you can't go on there and find something that's worth reading, because it's very hard to find something that's not biased as well. You want to go there and you want to find something that's not biased, and you can't. You just simply can't, because you can't believe what you read anymore. And it's very sad that you cannot believe it, because you don't know if they're biased towards one candidate or another, and you don't know what they're writing, if it's true or not. because you don't know if they're owned by this big conglomerate corporation or not. Now, they can say that they're not, but that doesn't mean they're not. I mean, you basically have to go in and check them out with the Better Business Bureau and all this and that, and then that doesn't even tell you everything, because it doesn't mean they have to be with the Better Business Bureau. And the Better Business Bureau is a bunch of crap too, because they're only out there to protect the businesses, which is disgusting as well, because they're supposed to be out there to protect the consumer. It's disgusting how capitalism is ruining our country, and people think that capitalism is going to help our country. So deregulating, which is what Ronald Reagan had done, and which has been what's happening since Ronald Reagan, and for the past 50 years, really, literally, has been deregulation and of our companies and corporations. And so we've been really on this downward spiral with capitalism, and people don't realize this. And the reason they don't realize this is because for the last 50 years we've been fed propaganda. So, I just don't know what to think anymore. I mean, what do we think? What are we supposed to think? We're lied to all the time. It's like a never-ending cycle, and it's very sad. And it's time to put an end to this cycle. But to anybody out there, whether you agree with me or not, that's fine. But I welcome any comments, and if you feel the same way, that's great. But I feel like we're being lied to. Whether you're Republican or Democrat, this is an issue for both of you, both sides to take up. I appreciate it, you listening. Thank you, and good night, good luck.